2002.
Yikes.
Talking about the price of new SUVs or pickup trucks. It kind of
You had a Suburban.
shocks.
You have
I
a
had a
Suburban.
Suburban. I still have it.
I still have a Ford Expedition, even though my kid drives it.
The Suburban was, I think, $42,000 in 2002.
You know what? I tell you what. I still like my SUVs.
My F-250 Ford Ford diesel,
Yeah.
4-wheel drive, probably around $65,000.
You would buy a Ford?
I do not have that.
You would buy a Ford diesel truck, or would you buy a GMC?
I might have a connection at Ford. My son's a mechanic at
My
Ford.
brother had a GMC diesel truck on the day he just recently sold it, and it was a very painful day.
Right now, I'm not buying anything. I'm driving my 2002 Chevy, and I'm getting every dime
I
out
still
of the
have a
$42,000. And you know that Chevy, by the way,
Right.
still the original brakes. It's held up that long.
And that,
So,
you know what?
which amazing.
Okay, so you take about American car makers. Okay, from 1998 to about 2003, they made some really great looking SUVs and trucks. So I have a '99 Ford Expedition. Now it needs a new paint job and everything, but it still looks good on the body. And your Suburban looks good too.
Yeah, and on the body, the inside's getting a little worn, the seats. But, well, my thing is I'm not one of these people who go out and get a new vehicle every 4 years,
Yeah.
obviously. I still have my original Suburban, a 1988, that my daughter had back at the University of Idaho for 3.5 years that I went down. When I went up there, I had to do a little work on it. I had to replace an idler pulley and this and that, and towed home a U-Haul trailer with it. So I've got nothing but praise for Suburbans.
You know what still looks good? By the way, speaking of great looking old cars, that thing that Tom Mock drives. Is that a Bronco?
That's an old Bronco, yeah. And he just drives that out to the track and stuff. It's not his daily driver, but
when you see him like rolling around on this, you're like, who's that guy? Oh, that's Tom Mock.
Yeah,
That's
those
with the laser
Broncos. Those
cannon.
Broncos were a
Yep.
great vehicle.
Yep.
So
All right, let's talk about Bakersfield Speedway. Scott Schweitzer, they're not racing this weekend, so they're gone. He's probably
gone.
at the
He's
coast.
disappeared. I would say he's with the.
By
other
the way,
half
don't forget
of
about our special
Bakersfield.
section. He's probably at the coast.
He's with the other half of Bakersfield.
Yeah, at Pismo or whatever it may be. This is a great shot from Tom Mock to show the great crowd that was there for the Richard McGowan Memorial.
Look at Tom. He's got special lenses. He's playing around.
didn't
and
know
he's
he
more
had
than a
any-
race.
I
He's
didn't-
more than a race photographer now.
I didn't know.
You
I didn't know that he had this kind of stuff. So pretty awesome shots there. Another shot then of the crowd earlier in the day at Bakersfield Speedway. There's another one I don't know why I couldn't find it all of a sudden. There's another one where he takes it from the top of the press box. But Sport Mod, Street Stocks, American Stocks, Mini Stocks, NMRA, Midgets. This is the Fight Against Diabetes night on July 11th coming up.
Right.
It'll be $12 to get in there, $10 for seniors and $10 for military. We were hoping that maybe Ryan Reed could come out, but that won't be happening. This is an event.
He's racing in, I think, Kentucky or somewhere the night before, so that'd be a tough overnighter.
Turnaround. Ryan Reed, though, is lending his support to this event and is encouraging people to come out to this as well. So get out there and visit that. As always, camping and parking, Mike, are
free.
There you go. Very nice. So let's look at.
And to note, this is the only break at Bakersfield Speedway through, I think, the end of September.
Right.
So one weekend.
So they will be very, very busy. And modifieds out there. And the storyline for the modifieds was that we talked about this last week, that the guy missing in action from the winner's circle, the points leader, or the guy who was tied for the points leader, none other than Brad Pounds, had a breakthrough night.
Yeah, he had a breakthrough night and got to victory circle. And we haven't seen a shot of Brad Pounds yet. He was in the 15B car. We will. It looked like a pretty good turnout there. Of course, we were at Famoso. And there is, as it used to be, Bad Brad. I guess he was. Is that Brad?
I don't know.
The 11X? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it
says
is Brad.
Pounds.
Yeah.
But
he's in the 11X car now, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. Fooled me. I did not know that. He wasn't in the 15B car, so that explains it. So, explains seeing a lot of the 11X car.
Yep. Go to the results. So there's 11X Brad Pounds with the win over Robbie Sawyer.
By Robbie Sawyer, who I understand was gave him everything he could, trying to get the win, but just couldn't quite do it.
I mean, again, we talked about the diversity.
Robbie Sawyer second in points.
We talked about the diversity and the parity in this division. With Brad Pounds and Robbie Sawyer. Levi Kiefer was there as well. Brian Clark, Brett Bennett, Ryan Daves, Steve Nolan, Justin Schweitzer, Chad Reichenbach, and Matt Schweitzer in 10th place in the modifieds. let's go on to our next class, and that was American Stocks, and another great race here, Mike Griffith.
Yeah, it is. American Stocks Journey put on a pretty good show. This is always a fun night as well. That's because Scott traditionally does his 4th of July celebration the weekend before the 4th of July. So you get your crowd out there, you get your fireworks, 5 or 6 divisions, and everybody gets the weekend of the 4th off.
And this was Roger Welch. It says Sport Mods on our results, but it's actually the American Stocks. Roger Welch, Wade Yurto with the 2nd place finish, Cody Sly in 3rd, Brian Childress in 4th, Tara Childress in 5th.
And I'm not sure if Roger had won before. I didn't check the points. I think that might be his first
because that's
win of this season.
Yeah, exactly. Charles Morrison, Tracy Childress, Brandon Ratcliffe, Mike Waters, and Don Mead rounding out your top 10. Going on to the hobby stocks now. And again, this was another big race and a breakthrough night
Matt Wonkum
for Matt Wonkum.
In the 56.
And I think it's his brother Marcus Wonkum. They finished 1-2. Mike Hill Jr. finishing in 3rd, Kyle Wood in 4th, Raymond Noland in 5th, and Danny Quinn in 6th, Ralph Cook in 7th, Cody Chambers in 8th, Travis Avila in 9th, and John McKinley in 10th. I'm not sure that
there's
Kevin
some people
Collier
that are interested to see what happened in that race. Some people, normal names missing in action from that race.
Right, and the points leader in that one is Kevin Collier, and I'm not sure that he ran.
I haven't seen the results of that one.
The
next video is Ricky Childress Jr.
He's been on
a great
tear.
shot by Tom there. That car all hiked up on the left rear. And this is Sport Mods. What can you say? Very competitive division, much like the IMCA Modifieds. And there he is. So he's got that car dialed in now.
Yeah, Kevin Collier did not start in the B main of that, and so was not in the final. So he's the points leader. And hobby stock, but in Sport Mods, Ricky Childress Jr. with the win, Gary Dutton in 2nd, Michael Johnson in 3rd, Jordan Hagar in 4th, Jared Schweitzer in 5th, Garrett Jernigan in 6th, Austin Kiefer, Tina McGowan, Michael Black, and Billy Simpkins running out your top 10. So a big night for Bakersfield Speedway, and the Rich McGowan win, of course. That was a good one for those folks. And another big night, and then they get back into it July 11th.
Yeah, take their break, and then they'll be back on July 11th and going every Saturday night on through basically almost the end of September, and then a little break before they come back in October with the big Budweiser Nationals.
That'll be a great one as well. All right, Griff, real quick, who will be the winner of your Grumpy Griff pick this week? Who will be the driver of the week?
I don't know. I have to go look and see, and a couple drivers I'm thinking about. So
Brad Pounds may be one of them?
Brad Pounds might be one of them. Mr. Wonkum might be one of them. So we'll see.
Mindy Fry, maybe?
Mindy Fry, but she's from out of town, so I'm not sure I can give it to Mindy.
All right.
Mindy left with $4,000. That's enough.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. Mindy Fry was very happy about that. And again, Mike, final thoughts on Roger Garton and his contributions to drag racing.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? I like these guys who came back. He got re-involved and it basically started doing a kind of a cackle car. I think they maybe did an A fuel car. I mean, a double A, recreated their double A fuel altered and kind of started going to nostalgia events and said, hey, let's put the Warhorse back on the track.
Right.
And they did, and he's been a fixture, especially among West Coast. He don't race a lot, but he's been racing all the events and just love to do it, and it's a sad, sad day for the sport.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, everybody, for joining us here on the Bako Motorsports Power Hour. We will see you guys again next week here at 11 o'clock on Wednesdays on Bakersfield.com.